What's going on, YouTube? Part 4, closer look. My breakdown. I've been coming with it every week. I've been giving, breakdown, give a closer look, taking a deeper dive into the Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford fight, September 13th. Yes, we basically a month away, and I've been giving extensive breakdowns. It's testing my boxing knowledge at this point, because I ain't gonna say I'm running out of shit to say, but I've been coming with it every week. But I still got some good gems. I got some good breakdowns for each fighter, for Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, because something came to mind earlier today that I say, oh yeah, both of these fighters, they're gonna do this. And like I say, testing my boxing knowledge, I'm getting in my bag now, because like I said, I've been giving extensive breakdowns. We part 4 now. Part 4, I'll leave part 1, 2, and 3 in the description. Check it out. But part 4, and I'll talk about, what I feel like each fighter will do to, help themselves come out on top. And last time I want to say I started with Bout Crawford. So I'll start with Canelo Alvarez, because I feel like both of these fighters will do the same thing. And what do I mean by that? This is because we're getting close to fight night, and simple. Because if we want to be real, most people don't have this being a knockout. Like, you either have maybe Canelo winning on points, or you have Crawford winning on points. I don't think many people just really have Canelo Alvarez outright knocking out Bout Crawford. Even though he can, because he has the power. But I don't think people are just saying, yeah, I got Canelo by knockout. And I don't think people have Bout Crawford. I know most people don't have Bout Crawford by knockout. I'm not going to say nobody has Bout Crawford by knockout, because there's some super Bout Crawford fans that saying he's going to stop Canelo. So I can't say nobody's saying he's going to stop Canelo. But overall, the overall outlook on this fight that is going to the scorecards. It's going to the scorecards, and we want to be real, either Canelo by decision or Bout Crawford by decision. And both of these fighters will do the same thing. And what do I mean by that? They'll press early. And what do I mean by press early? They'll try to gain rounds early. Because if you feel a fight's going to go to the scorecards, you can't give any rounds away. So for Bout Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, I look for them to press early. Try to bank some rounds early. They're going to press early. So that means I feel like it's going to be an action-packed fight, because if it's going to go to the scorecards, you can't afford to give up any rounds. Canelo might have to, close the distance on Bout Crawford. And he may have to find Bout Crawford at times. And Bout Crawford is going to have to outbox Canelo, counter him, land some clean shots. So I look for both of these guys to actually press early, because they need to bank rounds early. If you feel like it's going to the scorecards, you got to bank rounds early. A lot of times, these guys, they're in fights, Bout Crawford and Canelo, where they feel like eventually they're going to stop the guy, so they may not press as early, or they may not feel like they have to gain as many early rounds. But if you feel like it's going to go to the scorecards, you want to bank as many rounds as you can, especially early. So I actually look for both of these fighters to press early and try to gain some rounds early. That's what I think for both of these fighters. Not more so for a different breakdown for each fighter, because I've done that already in part 1, 2, and 3. So I look for both of these fighters to actually press early, try to gain some rounds and bank some rounds early. Both of these fighters. Yes, Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. Look for them to press early. So I think it'll be an action-packed fight, because they know they need to gain some rounds and bank some rounds early. We're being real. So we getting closer to, fight week. I'll have maybe two more closer look videos, and then I'll come with the breakdown and prediction a week before the fight, because we get closer, about a month out. So yeah, we're gonna talk some boxing. I love it. This is what I do. Part 4, closer look. Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford, September 13th. taking a deep dive, closer look. But let me know what y'all think, comment, like, subscribe. That's way you can help, share the video. If it's entertaining, hit that cash. Let's talk some boxing. We're gonna knock it down. Bow, bow, bow. Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen.